Hey everyone, this is Naga Mage, the new version. It's back. This card got unnerfed a while ago, but it hadn't been quite making the cut, and I think people figured out how to put reverberations in the deck, and the deck is actually really good. But don't believe the statistics on this deck because they don't really apply until you get good at it. If you look at Naga Mage, it has overall about a 42% win rate. And when I started the first 20 games, that's what I had. I played about 20 games and I had a 32% win rate. It was really bad. I was struggling. It's really hard. Then all of a sudden, things started clicking, started going up. Then we climbed, got to 50% win rate. So that's adjusting for the first 20 games. And then at the end of the stream, then we had about a 55% win rate. So that's including the first 20 games. So realistically, we had about a 30% win rate and then switched to a 70% win rate once we got good at it. That being said, this is very hard deck. This is not a deck that if you want the easy spend your mana, blah, blah, like you have lots and lots of tough decisions and you have to make them very quickly. But what is the basic concept of the Naga Mage? I don't know if you guys watch on the old one, but basically this Naga Siren, when you play a Naga, after this you get 2 mana refresh and you play a spell, so you just go back and forth. Now it used to be easier because you had cards like Flurry, which are no longer in standard for 0 mana, but you don't have cards like that, so it's a little bit trickier. But there are ways kind of around this. One, we have Flame Geysers, so they can get you more mana, and you could just wait till later turns. You can also even do things like with your Infinitize the Maxitude and your Vast Wisdom, you can get cheaper spells. Sometimes that can matter. But what is the big cut? Why is this deck doing really well in addition? Because what it used to be is a good tempo deck on turn 5 or turn 6. Your opponent's going this, you make a big board. But the problem is either decks would be aggressive and kill you, or if you did that play, what they would do is they would just clear your board and it wouldn't be a big deal. Well, now you can OTK, and it's really hard. I've got one game today where I pulled it off, but because of frozen touches and spell damage, sometimes you can even randomly generate into you could randomly generate a polymorph jellyfish to get another +2 spell damage. What you can do is stuff where you go Spylash Siren, you go reverberations on your Spylash Siren, and then you do your pop-off play, but you do frozen touches. So, and especially if you have a commander, let's say if you have 2 infused frozen touches, you go the frozen touches, you go the commander, you have the spell damage, and you might be able to go 8 frozen touches with +2 spell damage if you do it right, and do something like 40 damage. You can do ridiculous amounts of damage with this deck. It's really hard though. So I'm giving you the overview of the idea. I'll show you some games of the execution, but it's not easy to pull off. Don't expect this deck to be I couldn't pull off the OTK. Keep working on it. Your brain will get better. Just keep on being like, okay, I need to do this. I need to pop off later. I needed to pop off there. Oh, I did this wrong order. I needed to go for this card. I ran out of mana. Oh, maybe I didn't need to do double reverberations on the Spylash. Maybe I just needed to hold back. You need to keep making these adjustments and getting your brain more information. It's a really deck where you can't do too much thinking with your prefrontal cortex. I mean that it's a deck that you really have to trust your automatic pilot. This is a performance psychology thing where if you have to just go with it and trust and then adjust later and get better because the plays are so fast. But yeah, because you can win with OTKs, you can beat Blood Death Knight, you can beat Control Priest, and you can beat those decks pretty reliably once you get good at them. I was getting good at the end, but I still am not quite there. But I have an example that worked out really well. So bottom line, this deck is so much fun. It's great to be back. I highly recommend if you're playing for fun to play this, or if you like a challenge. But if you want that easy deck to get the legend, this is not your choice. But I will say the players are saying Pocket Train just got #1 legend. Zacho, who's the statistics guy, who's usually saying, "Oh, this deck is bad." The pros just think it's good. Says it's actually really good once you get to that point. So if you want a challenge, you go for it. You can have a lot of fun. So in general, what am I keeping in the Mulligan? Always keep Spylash, usually keep School Teacher. School Teacher is really nice to get something for your Spylash. Always keep Vicious. And then sometimes I'm keeping Going first, I might keep something like Empathize and Arcane Intellect or Crush Claw. I find those are good going first, but on coin, I often will throw them away. It's a little more awkward, but I think you do want some of those initial tempo items sometimes. Sometimes if I have a Spell Collider, like a Flame Geyser, especially on coin, I'll keep that, especially against something like an aggro deck. So if my opponent's playing, Death Knight, and I'm probably playing Unholy, keeping Flame Geyser and Spell Coiler is really nice because you get to go the Flame Geyser in one, remove their minion, and then go Spell Coiler in two. So you can get some initial tempo plays for the early game, but the big cards you want are Spite Lash. That's the big card that you want in the early game. So anyways, got some games for you guys. Enjoy. I feel like Commander's a keep here, but I could easily be tripping.
I see you brought guests.
J. Alexander, thanks for the raid. Welcome, buddy. We are playing some Naga Mage. We are skill testing ourselves. J. Alexander, thank you for the 40 months. Get on, stop training. Thanks so much, J. Alexander. This might have been a bad play. Ping pass might have been better. But it actually gets rid of cards at our hand, so it actually, I feel like, works out correctly.
The citadel stands strong.
We were doing terrible, and now we're doing just fine, which is fun, right? Objection is insane here. All right, Chad, I got hard turn coming up, hard turn coming up.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Naga. Spell. Naga. Spell. Naga. Spell. Naga. Spell.
Runs out on me.
Naga.
Beyond your comprehension.
Spell. Naga. Spell something. But it went okay. It went okay. The second spell screws with their head. Like the second secret, even though it's an ice barrier, like they might mess up here. You know what I mean? See how they just played around counterspell, which is probably good for us, right? I mean, I guess it didn't really, but like, but yeah, it's probably, I don't know. Draw 2. Ooh, let's Finley here. Do this first. I can draw. Okay, we got another Siren play coming up.
Time runs out on me.
Thoughts on Naga Mage? It's really fun, really hard. Expect to suffer for the first 20 games, and then it starts to be very satisfying. But expect to suffer.
You simply lack perspective. Just keep doing things until they die.
My blood boils for war.
Spell. Naga. Spell. I kind of want to hold some stuff, value. I don't know. This is. I feel like I screwed this turn up, to be honest. I was Vide, you don't avoid. I mean, I don't need to be competitive, but like it just can be fun. Doesn't have to win games necessarily. Hmm. Yeah, so yeah, it's fun, and I mean, I still think it's like it's less APM and more decision PM. Like my APM is good enough to play this deck. Like if I were 100% perfect brain, but with bad APM, I would be #1 legend with this deck. But like a brain that just could execute, like that would know the best play, like in their brain. Is it lethal?
I wonder.
I probably should have gone. I could have do an arcane intellect here. This turn's so hard. I just already wasted too much time thinking. 'Cause I wanted to go reverberate. I think I'm gonna go reverberations on their no muncher twice. Um, like that's my instinct here.
I wonder.
Well, you could have a lethal with a cut with the arcane intellect, but that's not guaranteed lethal. So it's
Time runs out on me.
I'd probably just go for it next turn. We go Naga, Spell, and then Arcane, right? Another 6-drop here? Nope.
Frost shields us.
Just keep
Yeah, Naga.
until they die. Beyond your comprehension.
Spell. This is tough. I didn't get what I wanted here. And I kind of want to save some of the stuff, right? Like for I can do like 5 of these or a lot of damage, right?
Runs out on me.
I needed to hit like Crunch Claw or something there, and
My
then
blood for the Lich King.
it's bad. Let me see if I ever have lethal here. No, I don't, right?
My blood for the Lich King. Our gift of frost shields us.
Nice. See, can I ever set up a 2-turn here? Probably not, so we'll just let's kill this.
Our gift of fire empowers us.
Almost out of cards.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
We have it here. Is that exact, chat? 16. Wow, chat, look at that. It's a thing of beauty. 8 for 16 and then 3. Yeah.
Beauty is more than skill deep.
Dude, let's go. Does that make sense? So, like, how do you win against basically a hunter without King Crush? You have to win the but with like Lothamar, so their stuff's all really big. You have to play the value war, and if you don't know how to play the value war, that's something that is not easily taught. Like, that's not a this is how you do it. That's a 30-minute lecture on like what value Hearthstone is. Of like, so value Hearthstone is just like, okay, I'll give you this. We are trying to kill our opponent, all right? That is my goal. But there is not a clear, easy path to victory. It is complex and full of, so how do we kill our opponent? Like, some matchups is very simple. Like games, it's very simple. You play minions, you win. That's tempo Hearthstone. Value Hearthstone, there's a lot of different ways, and there's like your opponent's trying to kill you, so not only you have to kill them, but you have to stop them from killing you. It gets complicated really fast. Okay, so for example, this is a spot where normally I'd say Reverberations for Spitelash Siren, but I can do an insane play here. I can go Reverberations, kill this, and this is and then play this guy. So I switched to I preferred tempo over saving for value there, because it's such an insane tempo play. I deny them so much tempo and value here, but at the cost of me doing an insane pop off. But this is a tempo matchup where against Priest I might not do that because the value structure changes against Priest. Mistake I made. I probably should have played Flame Elemental there. Why? Because it'd be a 2/3, which is not as much tempo, but this is useful if we draw Spylash. Do you see how I just make a mistake there? So value Hearthstone is looking at all these little things and adding them up to make for good plays, basically. So you have to make a lot of good decisions over a long period of time to win, which is tough because you're not going to just be able to win with these simple rules like what's my win condition. You have to look at lots of different things, lots of different paths to victory, and figure out how you're winning. And a lot of players stumble into this, but some players will never really learn this stuff. Just like how to think about the game, like how they're trying to win, what they're trying to do, all that stuff. It's hard. Not gonna lie, it is hard. It is not easy. Did I say it wasn't easy? Because it wasn't. It is hard. Shooting Star good. I already take Fire Sale. Fire Sale is actually insane. Even though Shooting Star is good too. Like this is a full clear, so this gives me so much time. So when you don't have a clear path, the victory, and you have a long game, you have to think of like, okay, how am I winning? And you have all these little decisions that add up. But then after a while, sometimes you can get to a clear path to victory. Okay, this is how I'm winning. But often in the initial stages, and that's why it's hard for a lot of players, because they want these like simple rules to live by. Where they're like, okay, what do I do in this matchup? And it's like the answer is unclear. I don't think I want a Fire Sale here. So right now here, I'm basically, because I have this Fire Sale, I don't have to do a high tempo play. I'm getting rid of their infinite value generator, and I'm saving them to like to that because I'm going for this kind of this. Where normally, what do you do in this matchup? You just pop off on this turn. Like that's what we normally do. But I'm figuring out so that's why when you're playing Priest against Hunter, you have so many of these late game value decisions where there's so many paths and there's so many different things going on, and you have to have like your own way of looking at the game. And that's the value war. And that's, I think, peak Hearthstone. I think tempo Hearthstone, which is like all about like just kill your opponent as fast as you can. Now, there is a tempo should always be a part of Hearthstone, but when you don't have value-based decisions and it's just like pure like speed, and like the value is always speed, like Hearthstone's pretty dumb, in my opinion. But yeah. So that's annoying.
Anyone order a ghoul to the face?
Anyone know the good of this? Anyone? Anyone? Good of this? Okay. I could clear this 5/5. I think I'm gonna hold here. Solid Alibi is really good. Volcamancy is so good too, though. I think it's Volcamancy actually. It's like so freaking good because I can do another full clear, right? They have another glaive attack, but like problem is like chip damage like matters. So I think it's Volcamancy there. Yeah, I mean, so Outcast Demon Hunter is much more tempo focused, like kill your opponent before you stop, where you know a value based deck like has a lot more. A value based matchup has a lot more like, okay, I hold this resource because I need it for later. Where tempo based is more like I usually like holding is incorrect.
Is it safe to be?
So tempo and aggro are usually often thought of the same concept, but they're not. Aggro is just like hitting your opponent in the face. It's like hitting this. Where tempo is more about like the speed. Usually, so is a board, but like yeah. So I'm kind of in trouble here though. Oh, there we go.
Beyond your comprehension.
No, not good. Naga.
Time runs out on me.
Beauty's more than scale deep. Beauty's more than scale deep.
Things got a little crazy there at the end.
They will never catch me.
If I were faster, I could have power chord synchronized and got another Naga, which would have been great. But I was not fast enough. Okay, we got Siren for next turn. Need to dump a card.
Beauty is more than scary deep.
My torment is my weakness.
Yeah, I mean, just like it's just naturally the way. Now it's my way. My way is probably not often the most efficient way to play it, but it's also like OTKs are really hard for me because it's just too many decisions. Where so your brain will probably naturally find those lines better than me. My brain, you know. I don't even have. Okay, let's.
Just keep doing things until they die. The Queen's power is beyond your comprehension.
Spell.
My blood runs out of war. Even possible.
Do they have an out here for lethal after the weapon hit here? Could they generate some 4 face damage here? That would really suck. Got him! Chat. Yes. Alright, setup. I'd probably have to get some new setup, which sounds complicated and scary.
I see you've brought guests.
My blood boils for war.
Pocket Train, how hard is OTKing somebody? Like, with, I mean, I guess I'll watch your technique. Is it like, because it's like, I have board space issues. I know I've seen you kill things off, but it's like, it just seems like an incredibly difficult, like, mechanics. Like that aren't just like easy to master, if that makes sense. Like, it's not just like, oh, you just do this. It doesn't feel like that.
The more you struggle, the better.
I still mess up, yeah. So I don't know. It's some of these lines like they look so complex. So it's like to get into your auto, because you have to do them fast too. So they be like, right. So they have to be in like your autopilot, which sounds difficult. Not gonna lie.
Fire and blood.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
My hand's so awkward here. Not even sure what I'm supposed to go for. Like, I want to save coin really badly here, but like, it's so awkward to save coin here. I'm gonna do this. This gets me 2 cards out of my hand. I just feel like I need to dump cards here, and nothing else is dumpable.
Our gift of frost shields us.
I think I pop off on. I think I pop off, unless I top deck a Naga, right? Because then I can go this coin, Naga. I think I pop off on turn 7 here. I don't even know how to OTK though. It's like, sounds so hard.
The citadel stands strong.
Pick me! Pick me!
Like, I don't even know like what I should be going for here. It just sounds so complex.
These lands.
Infused touch inside some spell damage stuff. Yeah. I don't have any of that, so.
And this
J-Berry, thank you so much for Prime.
even further beyond.
I don't have anything I want to dump here, to be honest. Alright, I've got a plan for next turn, chat. I'm a man with a plan. Alright. If that... No. Oof. My surfing... Okay.
Just keep doing things until they die.
Pick me! Pick me!
Naga. Spell. Spell. Naga. Spell. Spell.
Time runs out on me.
Spell. Naga.
Power beyond your comprehension.
Such a perfect specimen.
Did I do this okay? I might have actually. I don't know. I have 2 frozen touches here. Can I like... So I have to like keep on killing... I don't even like... But if I'm using frozen touches on my minions, then I don't... I guess I can use them multiple times, right? Oh, this is annoying. Oh, objection. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's Savara. Okay, let's see if I can pull it off. Pocket Tram. I'm just going in. Naga.
Things until they die.
Naga.
Doing things until they die.
Spell. Naga.
He's more than skin
Spell. Naga.
more than skin.
Spell. Naga. Do I have it here? I had 25, right? Wait. Actually, I do have it here. I'm missing it.
Power beyond your comprehension.
Let's go! Whew. He's an 8 p.m. wizard.
I gotta move.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Too many 3-minute spells. I could start the Nagas. I think I go on turn 6 though. What's that? Nagasville, Nagasville. Dude, I like that they keep doing things till they die became relevant like a year later. It's good to be back. Ooh, I think I pop off now. Wait, do I pop off? I don't have anything. I think I'm gonna wait a turn. Right. Should I change that?
Just keep doing things until they die.
Pick me! Pick me!
Okay. Spell. Naga. Spell.
Time runs out on me.
Beyond your comprehension.
Beauty is more than scale deep.
Alright. I could have waited a turn. Wasn't sure if I should, but especially because I like saw that I could get another siren pretty easily there. I thought it was better to go in.
Burn away the bliss.
Rape him, yeah. But it freaking jam sessioned here. That's okay.
Look at me.
Seems good for me. Like they didn't have the proper play, they had to react. Now I just draw some cards and do another Spite Lash play in the future. Alright. You can go Spite Lash into Sir Finley on turn 8.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
I think if I OTK here, or could I OTK here? Maybe with like some infuses and this. I don't know. A little hard actually.
Just keep doing things till I die.
Spell. Naga. Naga. Spell. Naga. Spell. Naga. Spell. Naga. I panicked.
The queen's power is beyond your comprehension.
Probably still winning, but this is hard to. I had a lot of different. I get better at it, but like, yeah. Use Zola Siren. I mean, the play was so complex there at the end. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I mean, I think if I had more, like, I don't know, there's something that should have happened. They effed up there. Did they throw there? I think they might have thrown there. They could have gone the 2-mana spell first, right? Player. Maybe they weren't thinking about the flame spell, they're thinking about objection. Oh, they wanted to get the buffs on the guys too, but pretty sure I just win with value now. Right. Do I win with value? I can go Sir Finley, but like my deck is only a frozen touch, right? Like a 1 frozen touch. It's not that good here, right? I can't actually full pop off. Maybe I just kill things one by hand here. And just win that way.
What to do?
I don't know.
To do?
Time runs out on me.
That kind of effed up here. Or another thing in the pool, but I might have, I don't know. I could have gone Sir Finley there, but I only have 1 spell in my deck, so it's tough. Or 2 spells, so I can't like do the pop off that I wanted there. But I could have killed, I don't know, maybe I was supposed to kill this instead. Actually, I could have, yeah, I don't know. I think I could have killed this instead. I might be losing now. Hmm. Hmm.
Beauty is more than scale deep.
What? Time runs out on me.
Hmm.
Just keep doing things until they die. Creates powers beyond your comprehension.
The objection is huge here. Blocks a lot of things. Ice Spirit probably ends it. I'm pretty sure we're just winning with value now. Like, we got an objection, so we can block like some sort of like, you know, 7-mana weapon or something. So it's tough. The ice barrier is insane. Like to draw a commander and
Time to wash away the filth.
my deck good? Probably is fine.
Time runs out on me.
True strength rises from the ashes.
What to do? What to do? I'm ready.
wonder. Runs out on me.
I do say, I seem to have lost the
True strength rises from the ashes.
So full of sin.
I wonder.
Go at 8 life next turn, so I don't die to 7-mana weapon here, I think.
Cards. Time runs out on me.
So I don't die to 7-mana weapon, and I have Pyroblast lethal next turn, so... wait, do I die? 7, yeah, so it'd be 7 damage. It's 8, they're 1 off, and then I have Pyroblast lethal here. Wait, do I not get there here, chat? No, I buy Pyroblast because I get through the taunt. Alright, spell chat. This is good, man. I actually needed this for the lethal there. That's crazy. What a weird game, chat. What a weird freaking game.